Good afternoon, January 24th, 2023. It is 12:30. I'm recording this at 8:31 in the morning. I've been up since 5:18 this morning, just trying to put my thoughts together. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two to do that, or in this case, 3 hours and 13 minutes. So I want to get started today on what I finally decided I really want to get done because I'm doing two things. I am getting a project that's on my list to get done, and I'm doing a premiere at the same time. And I forgot to set a timer, so I'm going to do that now. And that way I don't go way over my self-imposed time limit that I have to keep these things somewhat in short, sweet, to the point, entertainable, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, you're looking at a logo, my background right now. Let's get started. So I've already got Davinci brought up. I've been reviewing a few things. I'm going to bring up Davinci, and I'm going to work with this again. And the first thing I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to change. I want to save it, and this is just going to be called Banner Redo Part 1. I'm sure there'll be several parts to it. I'm going to save it. You'll notice up here it changes it to Banner Redo Part 1. And then this next thing I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to change the timeline resolution to whatever the current YouTube banner standards are, which are actually now 2048 by 1152 pixels and 6 megabyte or less. And then it says learn more. This, I only need this number right here. It's gone up. It was something else, I don't remember, and I can't find my note on it. So I'm going to set it to 2048 by 1152. Oddly enough, if you go to the drop down menu right here and scroll down, they have 2048 by 1152 2K. I don't necessarily need to know it that it's going to be in 2K. So I'm going to click on that one and see if this one works. And then I'm going to hit save. And it changed slightly. I did see a change there. So this is pretty good. I think that's going to work. I want to work with this. And then I have to figure out how I want to work with this. This has kind of been on my mind most of the time I've been trying to wake up. So this has got a background, and the opacity is turned off because I can tell it's got the checkerboard. So I'm going to leave it like that. Originally it was like this. I'm going to leave it like that. We'll see what happens. I'm going to change everything, and hopefully this will work out. So I kind of still want to have this basic thing here. So I'm going to go over here and grab me a media, and I'm going to go into D drive, Davinci, data, go down to my, where I think it may be, Zoom Homies project, and I want the final version of the Zoom Homies, which was going to be this one right here, Zoom Coffee Cup Final. I'm going to bring that into the picture, and then I'm going to drag it down to the timeline, and it's going to be now media 1, which is interesting because remove this out of the way, I disconnect that, and I'm going to reconnect media 1. Ooh, that's entirely too big. That did not do what it was supposed to do. Nor did that. may have to do some reconstruction here. Yeah, that's too big. I wasn't planning on having that happen already this morning, but it's fine. We'll deal with what we got here. We want this to be the size of the banner. Kind of weird how that's doing that. Whoa, that's not what I want either. All right, so scrap this idea. We're going to start this whole project all over again. Go back over here. That should have that in there, and it does. That should be a fusion clip, and it is. Let's go drag this down to here. I'm going to right clip, make a new fusion clip. Go into fusion. And go back over to here, over to there. All right, that's not going like I want it to go, so that's fine. I didn't really expect this to go as this at all good, to be honest. I'm gonna grab the zoom, get rid of that. Don't want that now, just by doing that. Yeah, that's fine. Now everything should be clean. There should be nothing. Yeah, everything's good. So I'm gonna start with this. And then I'm going to might not be able to use this one for purposes of the background because it might not work like I want it to. I'm going to play with some things here. In fact, I can pretty much tell what I want to do is not going to work because I also want to add in some things to it, such as I want to get my D drive data, Davinci, wherever it's at. Oh, gotta go back one. It's in thumbnails. Want that. Go ahead and bring it down there. And then I want to get another one, which is in the same spot actually. I just gotta go find it. Remember exactly where it's at. I know it's in here because I just saw it a while ago. It's right there. That's the 2, 3 things that I think I want. Now I'm going to actually try something new as well. If I bring this over here and put it there, it takes precedent. We all know this because we've done this a million times, obviously an over exaggeration, but so we're not going to mess with that just yet. I'm just going to stagger them like this for now. What I want to do is I'm going to go here to the media pool. I want to right click and I want to make a new bin. I'm going to try something now. I call new bin, and we're going to name this bin. You'll see now it says bin 1. Whatever I put in this bin is going to be in this bin from this point moving forward. And supposedly this is going to save me some time. So I'm going to put this as logos and hit enter. And then I'm going to see if maybe I can drag this into there. Oh, sweet. It looks like I could. And I'm going to see if I can drag this into there. And it looks like I could. And then when I click on logos, it's right there. So that's very good. I like that. And you look right here, it says logos. So I'm going to go back over to here. And I'm going to create another bin. And I'm going to call this bin Zoom Photos. And then I'm going to drag into there the Zoom Homies. And you'll also notice it looks like it did not affect anything down here. So that's cool. Now, why did I do that? So if I wanted to come in here and add to the Zoom Homies, I would import media, and I'm just going to grab, where am I at? I'm in thumbnails. I don't want to be in thumbnails. I want to go back one, and I want to go to data, and I want to go to Zoom Homie project, and then I want to just bring in a couple. I'm going to bring in Robert. I'm going to bring in Tony. I'm going to bring in Darren, Sean, Chris, Dr. Rob. I thought I had everyone else's pictures, which I know I do somewhere. And then I'm going to bring in, I want a better picture of Alex. We'll bring in Greg, and we'll bring in Alex. We're going to open, and you'll notice now I can go logos. I can go here, go back to here, and those aren't not in there. So when I do a new project now, I'm going to have two bins, logos, and Zoom Photos. So as I progress, and in some cases go back and make these, they say this is so much easier to do because you don't have to go hunting for it. You already know that it's in your logos bin. I'll go grab it in logos. You know your Zoom is your Zoom stuff. So that's really good. I like that. So it's kind of like a bonus tip or a bonus thing this morning. Let's get this built and see if it's going to work or not. So I want to bring this over here. I want to work with that. I think that's fine. I want to work with this. I'm going to bring this down. Yeah, this is not going to work. I mean, it's what I want, but it's not going to work. And I just want to bring it over because it's not going to give me the ability to put it in the background, the foreground, and it doesn't really make any difference because when I put it in the background and the foreground, then I'm covering up stuff I want to cover up. So 290 and 290. We're going to bring this now over to here. Going to go back to this one, and we're going to take it down to 0.290. Well, that don't look anywhere near the same size at all. If that's the same as that, I guess the logo itself is. I need to trim off some of the black part. I can do that a couple different ways, actually. I can crop it, crop the left out, crop the right out. I still don't like the blackness in it. So I think the way I want to do both of these actually is I want to go into Fusion. And I want to make sure I'm on my media. I want a circular ellipse. And then I want to bring this up over in the viewer so that I can mess with it. And not I can mess with it here and watch it there. I'm just going to grab this outer ring right here. And it looks like it's already pretty much ellipsed out the way I want it. Go back over there. And lo and behold, it looks like it's actually ellipsed out the way I want it. I don't know how I lucked out and got that, but I did. So now I can come back over here and actually put this. Well, I don't really want to cover anybody up. So I'm going to have to figure what I want to do. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go into this one, highlight that, bring it up over here, go to Fusion. I'm going to put the same ellipse in there. And I don't think I'm going to get lucky and it ellipse it out. I'll be doggone if it didn't. But I need, that didn't look exactly right. So I'm going to bring this out just a little bit until I get about right there and about right now. That's a little bigger than I want. I've got a feeling. So when I bring this back over here, yeah, that looks to be just a little bit bigger than what I want. Actually, it looks to be smaller still. So I'm going to go with the smaller version of both. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to go into this one. I don't think I can go into here. Yeah, I can't because it's still catching the first one, which was this one. So I'm going to bring that over there. I wish there was a way to do that where I didn't have to do that. And then I'm going to actually do it this way. I want the numbers from here in the ellipse. I'm going to click on the ellipse and I need the width and the height to be the same. Now I have no idea. So I'm going to, I didn't want to do that. Wait, let's take that out right there. That's too big. What I wanted to do is right click, and I can't copy it. I can paste. Yeah, I wanted to copy that because I wanted to be exactly the same. And that's not going to work. So let's bring this back over here. Bring that back over there. All right, now I kind of like where this is looking, but then again, I kind of don't like where this is looking. And we're going to bring yeah, I'm not going to like how this is looking. Because yeah, that's probably got, that one's got to go smaller, I'm thinking. This one's got to be smaller. I'm thinking, just thinking it's got to go smaller. Now, can I just do that by changing the ellipse size? Yeah, this is going to get disastrous. I can tell that right now. Oh, that's perfectly round circle. And this has got to be the position. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is the position. So the width is now 558, even though I typed in 0.5. change that again. It's still not shrunk down. Is it not shrunk down because I need to go back over here and it's 290. That one's 290. So they should be basically the same, but this one looks so much bigger to me. I'm going to deal with it later. So I'm going to bring this back over here, bring that back over there. I got a feeling that I got an itch this morning for some reason. I got a feeling that's not going to work. Only way to find out is to render it. And I'm going to, yeah. I don't want to, I'm going to render this out. We're going to call this Zoom Banner 1. I want it to go to my completed projects. That's just fine for right now. It's just going to go into the main one. So I'm going to go ahead and render this out and then render it out. Take a couple seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. That was pretty quick. I'll go look at it. That's my background. That's my boat. That's my background. And in here in Davinci, in completed projects, it'd be nice if that would be, which I think this is actually alphabetical. Zoom Coffee. So Zoom Banner right here. And brought it up over there. So this just still looks bigger to me, which I guess it is, but technically it's not. So there's my banner. Now we have a problem because it's still an MP4 and I need it to be a JPEG. So I'm going to wrap this up by going into here, going into the color page, making sure the gallery is open, right click, grab still, and there it is. So I don't know why this keeps doing that, but I'm going to right click, export. I'm going to export this over to my stills. I'm going to change it to JPEG. And I'm going to rename it to Zoom Banner 1. Keeping with the theme. We're going to export it. We're going to minimize it. We're going to go to stills right here. And it is right there. It's now still. It's not going to move. It's going to stay there forever and a day, which is fine. That's what I want. I do not want an MP4 because as of right now, I don't think you can use MP4s for your banners. So now we're going to go into back to YouTube, hit change the banner. We're going to go into D drive, and we don't want to be in the Zoom Homey project. We want to be in stills. We don't want to be in data. We want to be in stills, and we're going to see how horrible this looks. You know what? Me doing that off the top of my head, that don't look too bad actually. So I'm going to change it. I just want to see what it looks like. Now we'll go over here, go to my channel, options. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. I want to go find the save button somewhere, which I guess in this case is called publish. So I'm going to publish that. Then I'm going to go to my channel. Okay, I'm not entirely unhappy with it, but I'm not entirely satisfied with it. For a 25-minute not fully awake deal, that turned out really good. I mean, it really did. I see a little things I can stretch here and there and move here and there, and I might even be able to put some text in there. So I'm going to leave this for right now. I like that. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Tonight I will be Ken Stout live at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as Mrs. K is working 2 to 10. And I hope this was helpful. I hope it was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you tonight. Thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon. And if you live in Indiana, we need to go outside and go, no snow, no snow, no snow. Bye for now.